Hello, friends. Hello. These mics probably don't sound familiar. And it is in fact okay that they do not. These are the mics that were inside the ears of the do-it-yourself ASMR mic. The one that I made with the silicone ears and that super cheap PVC pipe shell. Now, these mics came with a bunch of accessories. Their original purpose, mind you, was hanging in a lecture hall or not really a concert hall, but a religious assembly building, and it was for capturing, in fact, they are called choir mics. It's designed for capturing sound on the stage. So let me introduce you to a different sounding six-voice Prussia. Hello? I don't know how many echoes you're hearing, but this is pretty fun. I'm hearing two echoes, partially because my system does not differentiate between what is happening on the desktop and what is coming through the sound system. Maybe I'm inept. It's okay. That's two mics. That's four mics. You're hearing six. But one of them is actually one mic with two capsules on. So, friends, I'm going to start off with a little sponge. A little sponge while I talk to you. So, I got some interesting feedback on YouTube, and I was going to quote the name of this person who's given me some very interesting feedback, because I thought it's worth a shot. It's worth a shot, friends. They suggested shorter videos. And I was like, it's true. YouTube gives us, as creators, a lot of statistics, and one interesting one. One very interesting one is that the average view time for my videos is 2.5 minutes. Am I getting... Oh, I see, it's on a delay. Okay. Man, that was weird. So, 2.5 minutes for a 2-hour video. I was like, well, a lot of people, when they're checking something out, they'll listen for a couple minutes, and then they will like it or if it's too slow. Even me, when I'm encountering a new ASM artist, I'm not going to click through their video to find a better trigger than the one they started with, right? I am, in fact, going to listen to the first couple minutes, and maybe if they have a really, really long opener, I'll skip ahead in the opener. You know, the VTubers with like 10 minutes of stream is starting soon. Not this guy, not your boy Pressure. I jumped right in. In fact, I probably jumped in a little too fast. But with that knowledge, it kind of went along with what I've been thinking for a while. I started off doing 2-hour ASMR streams just to prove that I could and to work on my conversation skills. I'm sure some of you, perhaps when you're practicing a speech in grade school or high school, you practice in front of a mirror. You might practice in front of your family, maybe one of your friends, if you're doing the project together. So that was kind of what I was doing without realizing it. I was practicing the art of the yap. I yapped a lot. I yapped constantly. Can't really push on these. I'll post this picture on my Discord and Twitter. But the mouth mics, because they were designed to hang from a ceiling, they are actually hanging from a clothes hanger, which is hanging from a third mic stand. So I have a mic stand here. I have a mic stand here. And I've got the mic stand that both of these primary mics are hanging off of. Now, I don't have a lot of bass in my voice from these mics because they are very small. Look at your pinky. Yeah, the one on your hand. If you have a pinky on your hand. That pinky finger is about how big these microphones are. Super tiny. Super tiny. So they're not very good at picking up lower end sounds just by the nature of the size of their diaphragms. However, they are very, very crisp, and you will likely never miss a single little detail. A single detail in my speech. So, we have these interesting things to play with. Speaking of interesting, so this is the plan, friends. This is the plan. I'm only going to go for 30 minutes right now. Hear me out. Hear me out. If you're one of those who enjoys watching longer, listening longer, getting some nice human speech to put you in a sleepy mood for bed. Immediately after this, as soon as I stop streaming, I'm going to do two things. I am going to upload this video to YouTube, and I will record a 30-minute video immediately afterward, and I will release it on Monday on YouTube. I think playing with silence and keeping you guessing is the best way to make sure the tingles don't go away. If you disagree, you can leave a comment. I would love to hear what's effective and what's not. After all, I don't get tingles while I'm recording this. I go on pure instinct. This little wooden ear pick has vastly different sounds depending on what part of the tip you use and which direction you push it. I should actually be over here if I'm picking at that here. I really like this one. This is pushing away with the tip upside down but at an angle. Push, push, pull, pull. Push, push, pull, pull. make sure you hear it thoroughly. Get some of the dirt out of those ears. Get some of the bad things you've heard over the last week out of those ears. Give it all to me. You didn't need to hear that gossip. You didn't need to hear one coworker lying about another. You didn't need to hear your family say that thing. Did you? No, of course you didn't. I'm a black hole themed VTuber. And I'm going to lean more into the kayfabe, as it's called. Those of you familiar will know what I'm talking about. But for those of you who aren't as familiar, the kayfabe is the persona, the role. It's kind of like role play or stage acting. But there's a whole lore behind me. Why I'm a black hole VTuber. So during future ASMRs, I want you to imagine this. And let me do some muting and unmuting here, so that we can walk through this exercise together. It's image training, especially for you, dear friend. In the future, I want you to imagine. No, right now. Right now, imagine. Imagine that you are floating in front of the black hole you see on the screen. And the accretion disk is rotating so fast you can barely see individual particles. They all blur together, and the sight is so serene, but also a hint of danger. Anything that falls beyond the event horizon is gone. Statistically, no, but for the purposes of mortals, it's gone. Light itself does not escape, but you are safe, floating above the bottomless maw, because the maw does not want to eat you. And so you, safe, floating above this vast black hole, you realize that you can let go of your problems. Let go of horrible things you've heard over the week. Since light itself cannot escape from the black hole, you can put all the terrible sights you've witnessed wad all of these things up. Take them out of your head, out of your ears, out of your eyes. Gather them into your hands and compress them into a ball. Wad it up, wad it up, wad it up, smooth it out. And when you've gathered all the negativity, let go. Let go. Let go. Drop it all into the black hole. And relax. The singularity has eaten your problems, eaten your sorrows, eaten your anger and pain, and you are left with light and life and peace in your safe orbit, surrounded by light from others around you, also safe in their orbit around the black hole. Did you let it all go? Is it all gone? If there's anything left, just toss it. Drop it in. And we've got just a little bit more time here for this video. To make sure that you feel safe and comfortable as you go about your day and your week. Indeed, we're halfway through the month. We are halfway through the month. Get fluffed, nerd. Yes, you. You're a nerd. And I am fluffing you. There's a new artist, relatively, that I've been following. Her name is Shees. S-H-I-S. She's on YouTube. She has some of the nicest mic fluffing technique you will ever listen to. Of course, I'm going to steal it. You might have heard me scratching like this last time. Totally stole that from her. So, today, as it says on the screen, it's sort of a celebration of how far we've come as people, as a channel, as an ASMR artist. And also a pine. I love the dancing dinosaur. This is going to be a celebration of new beginnings. Because now, I and you have the confidence to push ahead. And I will be more frequent but shorter videos. Help you through the week you're dealing with. ASMR to create domain expansion multiplication. Keep nasty things back. By the way, Pine and others, if you'd like access to the Discord, just let me know. I had to take the link down from Twitch because the bots and sellers were entering my Discord and bothering the people that were in there. But speaking of new beginnings, here's a little celebration, a little report for you all. You know, I am annoyed to no end by those bots, by those sellers. Sweet. Give me just a moment here, if I can figure out. My setup's all weird. Here it goes, it's started. Yeah, I can plop us. How about the general? Pinned. There it is. I hope that works. Yes. So, I actually had rolls, nebulae. There we go. Thank you for joining, Pine. For those of you on YouTube, it's in my profile. Just navigate to the channel page, it's there. So we had one of those bots enter, and mod vested comment bots, and I tried to get Vest's attention. I was about to say, hey, get ready to ban this person because they're a bot. But the bot never posted the sales message, either because the operator recognized me as someone who bans people as soon as they try and sell me something, or the bot saw the mod and scrammed. It was great. So friends, let me turn that one off. So, this is going to be the end of part 1. Or if you consider Sunday the beginning of the new week. This will be part 2 and part 1 for next week. If I can get everything set up, will be on Monday to give you all something nice at the beginning of the week as well. Thank you all for your patience as I've experimented these past, how many months has it been? Started in November. 5 months, approximately. I think it was November anyway. It's difficult to say. Anywho, you all have a wonderful weekend, and the weekend warriors like myself who work all weekend, you have a good days off, whenever those are. And I will catch you all later. Peace.